Little market recap here, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Today was a weird day. I won't lie to you. Um, markets ought to open up. I was looking to tap this 30-minute turn high and the inverse lower. That was the only trade I wanted to take today, pretty much. But we just ended up not tapping that at all. We actually just displaced lower, which was insane, and we created this 5-minute right here. And then if you tap into the 1 minute, I was looking for a possible retracement and then a 1 minute inverse. So I was looking to inverse this 1 minute here, I'm pretty sure. Um, Looked pretty A plus, but the close was, oh no, not here. I faded this because I didn't like how choppy price was looking. And it took about 3 candles to inverse or almost inverse, and we were wicking it out pretty much. And at this point, I only wanted to trade off of this 30 minute turn high because it was still possible to reach it in the new session. But yeah, so I faded this short here, which is kind of good because we went for a resweep, right? Which now, from an A tier setup, is now an S tier setup. So after this, we had another 1 minute right here, right? And this one I was, oh, I would put my life on the line for this trade right here. My break even was actually, what was that? I think I was like this. I was looking to trade like this. Yeah, and yeah, right here. But if you look at the fucking candle that actually inverts this shit, where is it? Yeah, we have that candle. You know, not too deep. Maybe inverse it slowly in the next candle. Fuck no. Um, we the entry point of this inverse is all the way at my TP pretty much. So obviously could enter that trade, but this was pretty that was S tier. So yeah, maybe there was a 30 second, but even so, highest time frame inversion. Bit unlucky with that one. So now we're just placing lower. Um, During the market, and then this next trade here was another continuation setup. We created this 5 minute right here, and I was actually liking this 5 minute a lot, and because we were displacing lower, I thought we just reached new lows and go off another continuation setup. This one wasn't as nice as this resweep setup. That was pretty S tier, but my overall bias was very bullish, bearish. So I just generally didn't see price going any higher. Like I don't think we're gonna retrace all the way up into this 30-minute internal high. But yeah, so I entered off with this 1 minute inverse after the tap into the 5 minute bearish here, and we got pretty lucky here, or just good stop loss placement. We edged stop loss by 1 tick right here. Yeah, literally edged it right there. And then we just displaced a bunch at 222. No news, no nothing, just price went lower. And then we tapped into my break even right here. I went break even. And then instantly went to my stop loss. So not too worried about that. To be fair, it did take, even though it hit my stop loss here, trade of it was so slow, it couldn't modify my, it took like 20 tries to modify my stop loss to go break even, and it didn't actually break me out. So like at this point right here, I was at like minus 20 or something, even though it's past my stop loss, so I just didn't get filled. But yeah, and then finally I closed out of the trade somewhere like here, so only up $2, so not that deep. Um, but yeah, that was a trade for today. Nice continuation setup. Price does seem like, yeah, it hit my TP. Nothing crazy though. Just looking if we go break even, I guess. But I did think price would go lower because if we go here on ES, alright, I entered off of this inverse right here. Right, there's no inverse on ES, but I entered off this candle. It went up and we reached equilibrium because once I entered, actually, we didn't tap into the 5 minute bearish, which maybe in the future I'll look into that. Waiting for both to tap, but we retapped it in we tapped into an ES, and then we reached equilibrium, and then we went for a resweep, and then at this point I was like, yeah, price should push us lower, which it did push us lower by a bunch. But I ideally wanted to go break even here, but I realized that the break even was at my TP, so I went break even at this internal high. And yeah, which was this one right here. So we would have got break even either way. We are up in the week though. Yeah, nothing crazy. Could have probably held this trade, but gotta stick to my rules. Go break even here. This sweep could have been. Price was just so choppy around all these areas. Like this could have been easily accumulation if we just distribution. So after all this choppy price action, I don't think like we swept all these lows. We just had this low left or this low left right here. But yeah, I did want to see data high get swept. Yeah, this is the only point thought there was for reversal because this was a very high wick. So even though I do think we would have swept it, even though we did, um, after seeing all this, it could have easily also reversed to either reach equilibrium because I don't think we reached equilibrium. No, we did actually. Yeah. Either way, break even. At least we didn't lose. Could have hit TP, but yeah, that is it.